What is going on, guys? It is Kevin here with another video. Um, another video. I know it's been like 2 or 3 years since I last made a fucking video, and I know I was playing MapleStory back then. But today I want to bring you guys something different. Um, Today I want to talk about my relationship with weed and the marijuana, the ganja, man. So do do take note that I'm only speaking from my own experience. I know marijuana definitely has good aspects of it. You know, a lot of people use it for anxiety. Toke a day or once a day or something, just to help them relieve stress. Or I know some older gentlemen who use it to treat chronic pain at my church. Um, and well, not my church, my parents' church, I should say. But you know, the thing is, for me, I've had a very generally negative experience with weed. And it's a lot of it is my own fault. Don't get me wrong. It's not the weed that's the problem. It's my responsibility that's kind of the problem. So let me get into it real quick. So I started smoking weed when I was a junior in high school. That was when I was like 16 or 17. And I smoked for 7 fucking years. 7 years of weed. And some days I'd smoke a little bit. Some days I'd smoke a lot, man. And when I first got into it, I thought it was the greatest thing ever because it felt so goddamn good, man. When you get high and everything in the world, you see life from a different perspective, and like that's fucking awesome. You don't feel like you have a worry in the world. You don't have to. Well, you do think a lot, but your senses get really heightened. At least for me. I don't know how it is for other people, but for me, I mean, just the weed, really, it was great for me for years. But the problem was it was fucking up my brain, man. Fucking up my brain. My dopamine sensors got really fucked up to the point where I needed more and more just to feel the same thing. You know, obviously, fucking what's it called? What am I trying to say? Obviously, tolerance that's the word. Tolerance is really big. And the more you take, the more you need in order to get the same feeling. You know what I mean? And weed really fucked that up for me, and really fucked whatchamacallit, my memory. As you guys can see, I mean, I'm forgetting random ass words. Um, I mean, that's something that happened to me earlier in my life, but but after, like, weed was a really big part of really fucking up my short-term memory, where recall is extremely tough for me sometimes. I haven't smoked weed since August 13th, and today is the October 1st. So like for a month and a half. So that's returned a little bit, but I'm still having troubles with it. You know what I mean? Um, so what led me to to becoming addicted to weed? Uh, so um, so like I said earlier, it really wasn't the weed that was the problem. It's me that was the problem. I was from high school even to college, I was never really responsible for my own actions, really, because my parents were paying for my school. And they didn't really enforce too much discipline on me. They were just like, yeah, figure that shit on your own type of people. Other than my mom, who nags, but she doesn't really do anything about it, but that's okay. Um, I was always the kid, sitting in his room playing MapleStory, making YouTube videos and smoking weed. And, I mean, at that point, there was something that happened in MapleStory, the whole duping thing, and I made a good amount of money, to be honest. I hope nobody bans me for that, but shit. And I was pretty comfortable for myself for a few years. I would kind of lavishly spend money, even though it wasn't really on big things. I would spend it on weed. I would spend it on food. I would pay for shit for my sister when I went over to her college, and I paid for all the pizzas. With my friends, I would be the one taking the fucking bill, like, more often than not. And a lot of that money went away. See, when you're smoking weed, you're in consumption mode. You're not in creation mode. You're in consumption mode. basically 24/7, and that's some fucking bullshit, man. You gotta realize that you have to be responsible for your own actions, and each choice is a conscious choice. And back then, I didn't really think about that at all. I had no sense of taking care of myself because everything was taken care of me. So so a few things changed that for me. I had a few wake up calls. When I got rejected by a girl and she told me that I didn't take care of myself, that was a big one. When I got out of college and I realized, I didn't really have anything to show. I had a few internships, but I didn't really have any life skills. I don't really have too many social skills, and a couple of months ago was really the tipping point, where I went into the bank account and I realized I only had $60 left. And it kind of got me thinking. I'm like, shit, where did all my fucking money go? Like, what did I do? Like, what kind of stupid shit happened to me, leading to going from a ton of money to basically no money in the span of a few years? And I really had to take a long, hard look at myself. I went through an information phase where I studied a lot about Myers-Briggs, what is it, Jungian technology, what the fuck, psychology, and really had to figure out my personality type, my cognitive functions, and how they interact with me, my everyday life. I needed to do learn a lot about psychology to kind of understand what happened in my life that led me to there, and psychology of persuasion, and really just look really deep into myself. And I came to the point where I'm just like, no, I can't fucking smoke weed anymore, man. I just can't do it. I can't let myself be addicted to it. So yeah, if you're so if you're in a similar situation with me, man, just fucking, just when you want to quit, you will quit. You know what I mean? For me, I tried to quit a few times, but I like deleted all my contacts on my phone and shit. But whenever I had one little thing go wrong, I was so, I just felt like so shit, and I ended up calling all my buddies and seeing if somebody had weed or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, I don't have too many friends. In fact, I lost a lot of my friends because I pushed them away or just ignored them or something because I was too busy smoking weed. But the few friends I did have, I contacted them pretty extensively, and I ended up getting the weed. So if you really want to, you will end up getting it. So it's really about understanding yourself, understanding what you truly want in your life. And for me, I want independence, man. I want freedom. I want to be my own boss. I don't want to listen to other people, because at the end of the day, it won't matter. Other people's approval or something like that doesn't matter. I'm fucking saying that, and I'm making a YouTube video and trying to get validation from YouTube viewers. So, that's some hypocritical bullshit from me right there, to be honest. But at the end of the day, no, I'm just playing. But I'm just, I didn't want to live that lifestyle anymore. It wasn't fair to my parents, who kind of supported me throughout the whole time. And most of all, it wasn't fair to myself. I had no self-respect. I had no self-care. I wasn't meeting my own needs. I was just taking from my parents. But like I said, it's only been a few months since August 13th that I stopped smoking weed. But I have a new job now. I'm as a satellite technician. I'm still in training. Hopefully that goes well. I'm gonna end up moving out of my parents' place in the near future. Thankfully, my dad did buy me a car. Thank goodness. So I don't necessarily have to be inside my room all the time. And I'm just at 24 now. I'm taking steps in my life that I should have been taking when I was 18 years old, really. And You know, I'm just being a more responsible human being. And if you guys are stuck in a rut like this, like I said, if you wanna, you'll get out of it. Everybody will have different circumstances. It won't be weed for you. It might be, you know, a harder drug maybe, or video games, or coffee maybe. I don't know. Coffee is, I can't speak on those other things, but for me, man, you know, I just have to grow up. And if you need to grow up too, just take a long hard look at yourself, you know? It's okay to lock yourself in a dark room and just think. Or read psychology, or read self-help books and shit. Just remember that whatever happened in the past, it happened in the past. It's up to you to make a change. It's up to you to want to get up and go get the things that life is willing to bring to you. And yeah, that's really about it. I know there's not gonna be too many people listening to this shit. Let's be fucking real. Like, it's been like 3 years. Who the fuck is gonna watch this whole thing? But you know, I started out playing Osu again, so that's some good shit right there. It's a good stress reliever. And maybe I'll make like a piano covers or something like that. I don't know what I plan to do with this channel. I have no plan about YouTube. But you know, I hope you guys learned something, or just, you know, I don't know, maybe enjoyed the video or some shit. So yeah, that's really about it for me, guys. Hope you have a nice day, and peace.